Sydney Superfight?
I feel great, like I'm totally pumped, and I can't wait to get over there.
I saw some vision of you training just the other day. You were looking fantastic. How has this camp been for you?
It's been an amazing camp, trying to maximise each day, and then hopefully show up and give everything I got.
Well, in Australia, Tim Tszyu is obviously a big name, and this card is going to be a blockbuster. It seems like the perfect opportunity for you to sort of announce yourself to international boxing community.
Not many people know who I am over in Australia, but I mean, come December 16th, everyone in Australia is going to know exactly who Bob Morgan is.
What do you say maybe to those who think that you've been sort of flying under the radar and maybe writing you off without knowing so much about you?
That's absolutely fine. They can think whatever they like. I know what I'm going to do. I know exactly what I need to do when I get over there. So yeah.
There have also been a few people that have said maybe it's a stepping stone fight for Tim Tszyu, but obviously for you, that's not how you see this. You know that you're a worthy competitor. Is that a frustrating sort of rhetoric to hear? Does it make it feel like maybe your achievements aren't being taken seriously?
Not at all. Like again, it's the media and everyone in Australia have got their own opinions. I'm more than excited and ready to get over there and turn everyone's opinion around.
Yeah, in the end of the day, you are 21-1. You've been your last 3 fights you've won by stoppages consecutively. So you definitely have incredible merits. Can you maybe talk through your style with me for those who haven't seen you fight?
Tim's gonna know it as well. Like I'm a short fighter, so I like to be in close. I like to close the space, and I like to work in there in the kill zone. So yeah, I'm sure Tim's done a lot of his training around that. And I'm not going to give him anything different. So he's going to be in for a war.
You know too that Tim is like a focused fighter. He's got great footwork. How do you see the two of you matching up, given your attributes and his, when you step into the ring?
Well, the fights that I've seen of Tim's, he hasn't been pushed so much on the front foot. He's been the one that's the aggressor that's been coming forward. It could be a challenging fight both ways, whereas he would want to push me back, which I love, and I want to come forward as he stays he loves. So it's going to be an amazing fight.
Where do you beat him? I know you don't want to give too much away for December 16, but yeah, where do you think you beat him?
In saying that, I'm not going to give away any kind of game plan. I know what I need to do, and I've been training for exactly what I need to do.
If you walk away with the win on December 16, where does that leave you in the boxing landscape? Because I know you're the second ranked pound-for-pound fighter in New Zealand. You're obviously ranked in the IBF Super Welterweight rankings. So where do you think that leaves you, and what will your next steps be?
Well, that'll push us inside the top 10, and then we're potentially waiting a world title. So this is as much stepping stone for me as it is for Tim.
You fought the last few fights of yours in the Christchurch Boys High Auditorium. This is going to be at Bankwest Stadium, the first open-air boxing fight for Sydney in a long time. Obviously, they are quite different. Is it going to be exciting, daunting? How do you feel about that prospect?
Same thing as I always feel about every single fight. You get in there, you get the job done. If you're stopping and trying to soak up all the atmosphere, that can deteriorate your effort and your energy. So it's just same ring, just get in there, get the job done.
You'll be obviously fighting in Australia. You're a Kiwi boy, so some people might say, Tim's got the home advantage, but looking back at your fights, you've won every single fight outside of Christchurch. So away from home, you are an unbeaten force. Do you think that that's going to be an element for you, or is that just in the back of the mind?
It's just all in the back of my mind. Once I step through those ropes, it does not matter who sides on who. When that bell rings, it's only 2 people out there.
Because of the pandemic and the fact that you're in New Zealand, I guess a lot of the lead up to the fight, things like press conferences and stuff like that, you haven't been able to partake in. Has that been maybe an advantage in the lead up, because you've been able to focus purely on the camp and not necessarily have other distractions?
Yeah, it has been quite good. Just that floating away in the background, just working hard, just quietly, which is it's been great. Like I can see with Tim's stuff, he's probably got a few people in his ear, and he's got to stop and do this and that. Whereas I've been on the other side, where I've just been able to train my bum off, and in secret, really. It's been a great camp without having to have all these distractions and media terms. So I've really enjoyed that part of it.
Yeah, I bet a lot of Kiwi fans will be hoping that means you will be an absolute dominant force on December 16. How do you think those fans will react if you were to pull off a big win against, Australia's biggest boxing prospect?
It'll be, if everyone's going to go off, like it's like a grand final, the Warriors versus whoever's playing in the Australian team. All the Kiwis that are over in Australia, back me 100%. I'm coming over to take over Tim Tszyu, to take over Australia. That's the big goal, is to come over there. It's going to feel like myself versus Australia. So the more support I can get on my side, the better.
All right, well, just quickly looking at the other main events of the evening at the Sydney Super Fight, it is, of course, Paul Gallen taking on Mark Hunt. A lot of the lead up to this fight has been around the question, can Mark Hunt cut it as a boxer? What do you think?
100%. He didn't get that reputation he's got, just by being in the UFC. He's a brute force with both hands. So I'm with Mark Hunt 100% on this fight.
By walk-off?
Yeah, it'd be a knockout.
All right, Bon, well, thank you so much. I can't wait to see you in Sydney on December 16 for the Sydney Super Fight. You'll be taking on Tim Tszyu. Thank you so much for chatting to us.
Hey, thank you very much. Thanks for having me.